Hello everyone, in this video we will be talking about Glide Script Record Util, which is an out of the box class. If you are liking my content, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and please do hit that like button. The agenda of this video is the introduction to Glide Script Record Util, then we will see the uses for this class, and then we will quickly see a demo in ServiceNow as well. First of all, the introduction. Glide Script Record Util is used to check the changed fields and values on the form when a record is updated. So whenever you are updating a record, maybe an incident record, and you want to see what all field values are changed, because it is not possible to have a on change client script on each and every field on the form. So this is where Glide Script Record Util comes in, and it gives you a list of the fields and its values which have been updated when the record was updated. Next is the uses. If you want to get the labels of the field name which have been changed, you can get it through object.changed field names, and if you need the database names of those fields, you can get it through object.getChanged field names. And lastly, if you want to actually see what values have been changed, what are the new values, you can get it through object.getChanges. Next is the demo, where we will create a business rule and we will try to see what are the values which have been changed on the incident form, and as well as the database names and the labels of the fields. Let's quickly jump to ServiceNow. I will go to incident table and I will right click on any of the headers and I will go to configure business rules. I will click on new and I will give the business rule name as demo underscore glide script record util, and I will click on advanced because we have to do some scripting as well. You can apply it on before or after the update as well. Let's do it after the update in our example, and I will save this. So this particular business rule will run whenever any change is made on the form. I will go to the advanced tab, and just to save time I have already written the code for this, and you can see I have declared a new variable for this class GSRU, and it is getting the current record. And to get the changed values, I have again used object.getChanges function, which is out of the box, and to get the labels which have been changed of the fields, I am using object.getChanged fields, and to get the backend names I am using object.getChanged field names, and I am displaying all the values in one row. One thing to note here is that whatever field values or the fields have been changed are returned in Java array form, and to convert them into JavaScript array we will have to include a class name called j2js, which you can find more details on docs.servicenow.com, and we are including this class to change the Java arrays into JavaScript arrays using j2js function. So we will do this for all these three variables which we have declared, and after that I am taking out the length of any of these variables to run a for loop and to display respective value against each other. For example, if the caller field has been changed, so it will display me the label of that field and then the backend name of that field, and then what was the value changed to. So it will be displayed one by one using the for loop. For that we will go to the incident form and do some changes in there. I will type incident.list and I will go to an existing incident. I can make some changes to the caller field and I can use Amelia as caller now. I will change the category to network, and I will change the subcategory as well to IP address. I will change the contact type to email, and if you had noticed, when I changed the caller, it automatically had changed the email as well. I will save this record, and you can see it has displayed me first of all the values in a Java array. So these are the values which have been changed and they all came together. And then I had used the for loop to display the field names, field values against each other. So here you can see I am using change label 0. The first one is the email change, and the label of this field is email, and the backend name of this field is u_email, and the value has been changed to the email address of Amelia. Similarly, the alternate phone number was automatically changed, and then the caller, the backend name of the caller field, and the new value. So this is how you can capture the changed values on the form, and then you can maybe update the activities, the work notes, or any other field on the form. This is helpful where actually you are not auditing a field, but you can do it through your own code or can use in any other condition which is your business requirement. I hope you liked this video. Please let me know in comments if there are any questions. Please subscribe to my channel.